baby?
Sure, I'm at my first alma mater, Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta, Georgia. CAU was the first HBCU in the southern United States. Shout out to our affiliate ATL Talks in Atlanta, Georgia, and everyone getting out there to vote for those 2 Senate seats. We love you.
That's what I'm talking.
You are listening to KUAW Radio, home of the all-new Jamal Bakes Show, and I'm Jamal Bakes, and thank you so very much for listening to the station bringing you talk, news, entertainment that you won't get anywhere else. KUAW in, of, and about our community.
This is the last weekend before Christmas, and on Blue Simon and City, we're wrapping up our all Christmas blues and Southern Soul program.
All right. Yes, I am controlling things. Hey, this is George Walker, and I want to welcome you to the BFTAA and More Show. If you notice, I have a different background behind me. That's because I'm broadcasting from a remote location, which with this weather, we'll probably be doing this for a minute, but just still glad to be with you. It's the same show. We're glad you're here. It's part of the Black Family Technology Awareness Association and the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center, who come together to bring you this radio station, KUAW, which stands for Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom. And this is our effort to get more information out to the community, out to all of you that are interested in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, the STEM fields, and to talk about things that are going on in our community. Right now in Kansas City, I tell you, it's a little bit rough out there. We've got a lot of, it's cold. It's cold. I was just out. I just got back in. It was -3 degrees while I was driving down the highway, and snow is coming down. So if you're in the Kansas City area or Oklahoma, Texas, those areas which we know are being affected by this, I would say, please be careful. If you don't have to be out, don't be out. If you do, drive carefully. Try and stay safe and stay warm. Also, put some warm things in your car. Take some precautions, like carry you some snacks, extra blanket stuff, because if something happens on the road and you have to wait out there, or worse, make sure that you have some things to take care of yourself. Make sure your phone is charged up, and take those precautions that you need to take. We're going to be doing some changes with the show, with the radio station for the next few weeks or a couple weeks. I'm not sure. I'll have a better update next week on it. But all of our shows that you see, we're going to be using a lot more of Zoom, a lot more of remote broadcasting. The studio look is going to be a little different. And we'll update you on that as the weeks go forward here, and I know a little bit better of how things are going. But right now, we're just glad you're here. I know one thing that we do on the BFTAA and More Show is to give you what's going on at NASA. So let me see if I can bring that up for you. Got to try and find the NASA file so that we can get you the things that are happening to keep you up to date on what's going on this week at NASA. The NASA stands for the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, and they are the ones sending all the rockets, not all the rockets up, because now we have private companies that do that too. But they are sending rockets up, exploring Mars and deep space. But there are a lot of scientists, engineers, a lot of technicians that work on those projects. And we think that our young people should be involved in it also. That we have not been, we've been kind of involved in it, but we need to be more involved in it. If you saw the movie Hidden Figures, you know that as African Americans, we've been involved from the very early days of the space age, and that just showed the women. It didn't show the men that had been involved, but through the military and others, we've been involved in NASA since its very inception. But it's not something that's very well known, and those are things that we like to bring to light here on this show. And if you listen to some of the other shows that we have here on the radio, KUAW, you'll learn some other tidbits. Warren Ballantyne does a show, pretty interesting. I mean, sometimes he can be to one side or another, but it's always something interesting. So if you want to hear some on the edge and thought provoking commentary, listen to the Warren Valentine Show. That runs here for 2 hours from 10 to 12 every weekday at KUAW Radio. So you can pick us up on our audio side for Warren Valentine. He doesn't do a video, he does audio. So we broadcast on TuneIn with the TuneIn app, or if you go to our website, www.kuaw.org. If you have an Alexa or a smart speaker, if you tell it to play KUAW, it will play us and stuff. So we're on a lot of the networks. There's a lot of places you can find us on the web and on the internet. So you can pick us up 24 hours a day. You can, if you've got a Bluetooth enabled car, pull us up on that. Boom. We'll be right there in the car with you. So we want to be your radio station for information about things going on in the African American community and in the diaspora, because we will give you news from Africa, from Tanzania, from a lot of places, as well as across this country. We have listeners in many countries. So join in with it. Like this page. Tell your friends about it. Whether you're listening to us right now on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter or Twitch, tell your friends to tune into it. Like us. Give us some comments. Tell us how we're doing so that we can make this program better, make this show better, and continue to give you the information that you come to KUAW for. We'd like to hear from you. So if you want to talk to the KUAW, you know some hosts that you like their show or you don't like their show, send us an email. You can email us at KUAW985@gmail.com. KUAW985@gmail.com. And if you have a business or club, organization, event coming up, and you would like for us to talk about it here on KUAW, contact us. We like to interview. We like to do community information and national information. So get in touch with KUAW. You can email us, or if you go to our Facebook page, which is KUAW-radio. If you go to KUAW-radio, you'll see that we have some services that we offer. And one is interviews, sponsorship, some of the things that if you want to get some information out, you can get in touch with us. Click on it. It will send us a note. We can get back in touch with you. We'd like to help your business grow. And if you would sponsor a show or an hour or something on KUAW, your message will be going out to some very intelligent, thoughtful people that recognize that commitment to the community. So if you want to get your word out to good people in the community that will support your business, will support people that support this type of radio, this type of information, contact KUAW Radio. You can give us a call at 816-599-6893. So that's a lot of the commercial stuff. Wanted to get at you. Hope you enjoyed that. But right now, let's see if we can show you a little bit of what's going on this week at NASA. Let's see, we'll get it.
Tracking our next Mars landing, the science on the next station resupply mission, and the newest space station flight directors. A few of the stories to tell you about this week at NASA. After nearly 7 months and 300 million miles, our Mars 2020 Perseverance rover and Ingenuity helicopter arrived at the Red Planet on February 18th. Perseverance will use its suite of instruments to search for signs of ancient microbial life and test technologies to help pave the way for future human exploration of Mars.
The rover exemplifies the spirit of exploration as it pulls on science, technology, and human exploration to work to advance our goals in many areas. And Perseverance, by its very name, describes the human spirit that gets us there.
You can track the home stretch of the spacecraft's journey to Mars at mars.nasa.gov/Mars2020 and watch landing day coverage on NASA TV and on our website starting at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The research and technology on the next Northrop Grumman Cygnus spacecraft to the International Space Station includes an experiment to study manufacturing artificial retinas in space, an investigation using worms that could help us better understand muscle weakening that astronauts experience in microgravity, a radiation detection system for use on our first Artemis mission to the moon with astronauts, and more. Launch is targeted for no earlier than February 20th from our Wallops Flight Facility. NASA's four newest additions to its 2021 flight directors class are Diane Daly, Chloe Mehring, Fiona Turrett, and Brandon Lloyd. After a rigorous training program that includes technical knowledge and leadership skills, they will work in mission control at our Johnson Space Center, overseeing human spaceflight missions to, from, and aboard the International Space Station, as well as lunar missions for NASA's Artemis program. Technicians at our Kennedy Space Center are prepping our Orion spacecraft to manage oxygen flow and cabin pressure for astronauts inside the capsule on our Artemis II mission, the first flight to carry astronauts to the moon aboard Orion. The mission will help pave the way for sustainable exploration at the moon and future missions to Mars. The spacecraft for our Lucy mission received its third and final scientific instrument. The mission, targeted for launch this October, will be the first to explore the Trojan asteroids, a population of small bodies that share an orbit with Jupiter. This last instrument, named LaRalph, is actually two instruments in one that will help Lucy determine the composition of the Trojan asteroids and provide insight into the early history of our solar system. On February 10th, we featured a virtual Black History Month event on NASA TV and the agency's website, focused on the impact of African American leadership in NASA. NASA is proud to observe this and other months throughout the year, during which we celebrate diverse individuals and their contributions to our agency and to our nation. That's what's up this week at NASA. For more on these and other stories, follow us on the web at nasa.gov/twan.
All right, all right. Yeah, that's what's happening this week at NASA and the things that they're doing there. Want you to let your kids know every week that we'll be showing some of the things that are going on at NASA, and we're looking to expand our offerings in that science and technology field so that you'll be able to see more and learn more. That's one of the main things about the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, is to try and make sure that you get the information that can help you and your family to close the digital divide and to also look at STEM pathways of education and careers. So that would be something that would be very uplifting to your kids to check out. So hopefully you can let them know and tell them to tune in 5 o'clock every Monday. We're right here, and they can learn a little bit about what's going on at NASA. We've got some other shows from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, and we'll be looking for other contributors to come on. If you know of a science show, a STEM type show that would like to be shown here, or that maybe you would like to see here, send us that information about that show or that organization, and we can maybe help feature them to help give information out to our families and our young people. Now, want to tell you something else that's coming up is the Black Family Technology Awareness Week. Yes, it's going to start, I believe I had that up as February the 21st. Let's see if I can pull that up on my Facebook or on my webpage right quick. And we'd like for, since we can't do the way we used to do, we're trying to get in touch with people that have been involved with Black Family Technology Awareness Week in the past. And that would be one thing that would help us to get this going and commemorate what we've done over the past years. Yeah, Black Family Technology Awareness Week, the 21st edition, and we've been involved in it for about 16 or 17 of those years. So let's see, I'm trying to see if I can find the right information for it so that you will know. Yes, it's February the 21st through the 27th. February the 21st through the 27th is the National Black Family Technology Awareness Week. Now, we don't have, usually we have our Youth Technology Fair. We have a presentation of awards for the leaders in technology and a lot of those events that we can't do right now. So we're going to come back as soon as this coronavirus thing is down. But what we do want to do is more virtual activities. So if you would like to get involved in a virtual activity, if your group or organization has a what do I want to say, a project or some hands-on, not hands-on, but some virtual activity that they would like to show that pertains to STEM, get in touch with us. From February the 21st to 27th, we're going to be putting on programs to help stimulate families to help close this digital divide. So we're going to go back and look at some of the people that we've given awards to. There's a lot of people that have been given awards. We're going to show you some film clips from back in the day. But we also want to show you some of the things that are going on right now today, some of the groups and organizations that are working with STEM. So if you have a group or organization, if you know a friend or a neighbor that has done some great things in technology and you want to give them recognition, contact KUAW Radio or the BFTAA Association, the Black Family Technology Awareness Group. We did the first Black Family Technology Awareness Week in Kansas City. We've been doing it longer than practically any group in the country. We have this is our 17th year of celebrating Black Family Technology Awareness Week. They've been around for 21. So we came in a little late. San Diego, a few other places started before, but we came in with a gusto. And we've been doing this for quite a few years. So we would like for you to give us some of the ideas of what you want to see on Black Family Technology Awareness Week. And then we're going to show you some films. We're going to show you some of the young people. And I'd like to put this call out for any of the young people that received an award, a trophy for our Youth Technology Fair. Over whatever year it was, we started doing this back in 2004. So if you've received any kind of recognition from the Black Family Technology Awareness Association during Black Family Technology Awareness Week, we would like to hear from you. We'd like to know, what are you doing right now? What's been going on? Did getting involved in STEM make a difference in your life or not? But we'd like to talk to the people that have been recognized as technology leaders. And we'd love to get your picture, a little information about what you've been doing since you received the award from Black Family Technology Awareness Association. Some of the celebrities, some of the big names that we have recognized, ministers that we have recognized, we'd like to talk to you. February the 21st to the 27th, we're going to set up a couple of hours or an hour every day with a different focus. And we'd like for you to be involved in it. So contact the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. You can email us at bftaa@sbcglobal.net. Or you can send us a message. You listen to this, put a message in Facebook that you want the contact information. We can do it. If you go to our Facebook page, you can find how to contact us. You can also go to our webpage, which is BFTAA. .org, www.bftaa.org, or you can go to www.kuaw.org. So either one of those, and let us know that you were involved in the Black Family Technology Awareness Week in the past. All you prior members of the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, and a lot of them have gotten promotions or job changes, and they're all over the country right now. We'd love to hear from you. Yes, during this COVID time, we want to have some virtual videos or anything that you can send would be great. But the Black Family Technology Awareness Association still wants to let people know that it is important to be involved in technology. It is important to do the things that you need to do in order to advance in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, that our young people need to be involved in these. These are things that we need to have, and need to work on. So, thank you guys for paying attention. Thank you for working with us. But we want to hear from you. Black Family Technology Awareness Week, February the 21st through the 27th. We want you to get in touch with us on that. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. We've got a couple more things that I want to cover with you. Then we're going to let you go. But we do appreciate you joining in with us and taking this time to be with us right now. So hang on. We will be right back in just a minute. All right, you're listening to KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. We don't only bring you videos on Facebook and YouTube, but listen to our audio only, where you'll get shows like Cheryl Underwood and Blues Time in the City. You can pick us up at www.kuaw.org or go to the TuneIn app and search KUAW. Listen to us. We're on 24 hours a day. That's KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. And this is what you hear every day from noon till 2. Don't miss the Cheryl Underwood Show.
Education, credit black. Where you at, baby?
Sure, I'm at my first alma mater, Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta, Georgia.
Tracking our next Mars landing, the science on the next station resupply mission, and the newest space station flight directors. A few of the stories to tell you about.
All right, didn't want to start that over again, but here I am back up here with you. Sometimes working this as a one-man show gets to be interesting. But KUAW Radio is still always looking for people that would like to volunteer to help us out. If you'd like to be involved in KUAW Radio's production, we would love to have you. We'd love to have any expertise. Those of you that have prior radio experience, if you could just, even if virtually you want to help us out, you have some tips that you can tell us about putting on radio shows, about interviewing and doing it the right way. Because, I mean, we do a lot of interviews now, but we're basically flying by the seat of our pants. Nobody here is a professional, but we are working to get information out. So if you know somebody that has some radio experience that would like to give us some information, give us some tips to help us with making this show, making this radio station even better than what it's been, we'd love to hear from you. What we're saying is we want to contact the public. We want the public to contact us so that we can continue to grow. We've been playing music. We did some interviews today. We're playing jazz. We play some old school music. We play a little hip hop. We've got gospel. We got blues. I mean, we've got a lot of different things going on at this radio station, and we want to make it better and better. We did an interview today with a gentleman. I'm going to be airing it later. But he used to be a member, for all you old heads like me. He was a member of what was the group? Oh, heck, now I can't think of the name. I was talking to him earlier today, and it was a white group that was with Motown, and they did a lot of the Temptations songs and stuff back in the day. It'll come to me in a minute. I just drawing a blank as soon as I got ready to tell you about it. But anyway, he's playing some jazz, doing some other work, and he's come on our radio station. You know, we're getting interviews from musicians and different artists in different fields. We'll be showing you those. Those will be videos that'll be running on our Facebook, our YouTube page that you can check out. Professor Smooth Jazz has been doing the interviews on that. So he's really working, getting some, if you want to hear from people that have been in the business, some just starting and some that have been in it a long time. That'll be good. Oh, the musician, he was a keyboardist with Rare Earth. That was the name of the group. His name was Gabe, and I forget his last name, but Gabe, that was a great interview we did today, man. He lives in Tennessee, was with the Rare Earth and gave us some good information and just, talked about Kansas City barbecue and the Chiefs. But if you want to hear some real down-to-earth interviews with some musicians, not all local, they can be from all over, just keep tuning in. KUAW. Professor Smooth Jazz has those interviews that are coming out from time to time. We're going to have to see about making a regular show spot for them so that you'll know exactly when you can see an interview with Professor Smooth Jazz. So we're trying to work out a way that show can be a regular. So if we get enough interviews lined up and in the can, we can make it weekly that you get a new interview for Professor Smooth Jazz talking with different artists from around the country. So yeah, that's part of what we're doing here is just giving you a lot of things. But yeah, check us out. Check us out. The one thing I wanted to show you, and I don't know if you can see this. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit of a green screen on it, but this is Closing the Digital Divide. Black Family Technology Awareness Week. This is what we were doing back in 2009, that we were giving out awards. Also, back in 2006, if you see, Black Family Technology Awareness Week. closing that digital divide. That's what we've been about for years right here in Kansas City. And we've been recognizing different people that have been instrumental in making changes and making advancements in the Kansas City area. I was going to see if we had some of the awardees in here, and I don't see that we have their names listed that we were giving awards to. I'll have to pull that up later, probably give that to you next week of some of the people that we are looking to get in touch with. But I'm also saying that we had a lot of people that got involved with us. One lady that's not here, Miss Yvonne Wilson, she was a big supporter. She was a state senator in Missouri, and she was a supporter of the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. And Mr. Tyrone DeBorn in here, he is the creator of Black Family Technology Awareness Week. We actually had him here in Kansas City talking about the program and it getting going and stuff. So we've worked with local councilmen. We've got proclamations from the city. Black Family Technology Week in Kansas City, hosted by the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, has been very uplifting for a lot of people, giving recognition to people that don't always get the recognition that they need or get it when they should be getting it. Sometimes we wait till people die and then we're talking about, oh, what great work they did and this and that. Well, we were recognizing some of our African American technology and science pioneers, some people that had done things, were the first of doing it in the city, in the country even. And we recognize our new technology and STEM leaders, the ones that are working in the industry right now, school teachers, pastors of churches that were really innovative in bringing technology to their congregations. Excuse me. Those are the things that we're looking for. So if you know somebody that we can give some recognition, give a shout out here, if we have a bio, or we may even be able to get them in a video if we do it real quick, get in contact with the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. We want to recognize those people that are in our community that are doing things to help strengthen the technology usage, accessibility, and knowledge of in the community. So it could be a teacher that's teaching science, teaching technology to the kids, or it could be somebody on their job that is really, doing gangbusters in a job. We had one guy one year that had actually was the designer or the director of these KDOT signs and stuff that are all of the technology behind that he worked with that. So we gave him recognition right here in Kansas City, right over from Kansas City, Kansas. So it doesn't matter if they cross the state line, Missouri, Kansas, Iowa, Oklahoma. We want to give recognition to African Americans that are doing great things in the STEM field. And once again, STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now, not that the Black Family Technology Awareness Association is doing nothing right now, because I want you to know is that we have a virtual robotics coding class that is going on right now. Every Saturday from 12 to 1, we're meeting with young people from our robotics team or just young people that have heard about us. And we're doing a coding class virtually where they can actually code and program a robot that is like the robots that we build for our competition so they can get a head start on the programming part. And they've got instructors, we got computer science engineers that are working with the young people and helping them with that. So if you would like to get your child, boy or girl, I think we're starting at ages 8 or 9 years old up through high school, that they can learn to start doing this programming, robot coding, and they've got some challenges that they have to go through and stuff. But it's a good class. It's absolutely free, and you can join it every Saturday. We do it by Zoom. Saturday morning from 12 to 1. If you want to get your young person involved, contact us at the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. If you go to our website, www.bftaa.org, you can actually enroll your child in the class there. They're in the middle of the page. It's a thing about enrolling your child in the classes. Now, what you would do is just enroll him in the robotics class, and it will send us an email to say that somebody has just enrolled and stuff. So it doesn't say the virtual robotics class. We've got two robotics classes, Lego and Vex. So depending upon their age, just go ahead and enroll them in that class. And that will give us the information to contact you and give you the link so that you can come into our virtual coding class that's happening Saturdays from 12 to 1 o'clock. So this Saturday, your child is welcome to join. We're working with the VEX VR program. And not only do they get to do the coding there, but this program is absolutely free. So they can work on it on their own at home anytime that they want to. So, we've got a coach that's in there that's working with them that can show them things and answer questions, but they can also continue to work on it. And you can work with them at the house on this program. So this will get you ready for our robotics program that's going to be starting soon as COVID's away. We may do a summer workshop, but we definitely want to get kids ready and let them know that come August or September of this year, when school starts back, we will be starting our VEX robotics program. Hopefully the COVID thing is lifted and we can get kids back into working on our robots every weekend, because we work on the robots twice a week on Thursdays and on Saturdays. Thursday evening and Saturday in the daytime, we have them actually for 2.5 hours, and they get to build a robot for competition. So we don't want them to get rusty. And for those that haven't been involved in robotics competition, this is a way to get them a head start. So if they're 8, 9 years old up through high school, get in touch with the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. You can do it through KUAW Radio or contact the BFTAA directly and let us know that you want to get your child involved in this robotics coding program, our virtual robotics class that we have going on right now. They've met for 3 weeks, but you can bring a child in right now and they'll still be able to keep going with the class. So get in touch with us. We'd love to work with you young people. That's what it's all about. That's what we're here for, is to help the young people to get better. We've been doing it for a few years now too, and it's always great to see the kids when they get it, and some of them even move on to do more and greater things. We have a young lady, I know she she doesn't like for me to talk about her all the time, but she's in college right now, and she worked with our robotics program for 5 years, 5 or 6 years. I think she was in the 7th or 8th grade when she started working with us, all the way through high school, and she's in college right now. So that's what we like to see. And that's what we want to hear about for our Black Family Technology Awareness Week. Any young people that have been involved in our robotics program, that have been in our youth technology fair, that have been in our science fair, we'd like to hear from you and let us know what you've been doing, how you've been doing, and if the work that we were doing or that you did at the youth technology fair or in one of our robotics competition, how's that affected your life? Did it help you? Are you doing something in that field now? I ran into a young man at the Maker Fair that he had worked with us in our wiring program, and he's married now, but he came up and said, yeah, he really enjoyed that time. And that makes you feel good when you see some of the kids that you work with when they're young, and now they got families of their own and stuff, but they remember working on robots, working with technology. We used to have kids going through wiring up, learning how to do Cat5 wiring and hook up computer networks. And all of that's a good learning experience. Not that you're going to go into it, but it's the fact that you learn something that you didn't know before, and you also get to work with other professionals, especially those that look like you, that are working in those industries. We have engineers, computer scientists. I myself worked at AT&T for years, but we work with the kids so that they know it's possible for them too. So we want you to get involved with that. We want you to keep checking out KUAW Radio. It's growing. We're doing some great things. We want you to listen to our music, but we also want you to listen to some of our talk shows. We have some very interesting people that have been on the radio station with us, have been doing some shows. Right now, you can listen to Skrill Town. He comes on. He's not going to be on tonight, but he's on every Monday night from 7 to 8 o'clock. He's a hip hop artist. He's also a producer and manager. So he's giving out information about the industry, working with groups and people. That's a great show. If you know somebody that wants to get involved in the music industry or wants to hear about it or has some questions about it, have them check out Skrill Town. Welcome to Skrill Town. That's on Mondays from 7 to 8 o'clock. And tomorrow, our terrific Tuesday lineup is rolling. It starts with Senior Moments at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon with my wife, Mildred. She's going to be doing things for seniors. And then we go into Street Therapy with Chris, on to Truth Be Told with T Baby. Then we do a Source of the Inkwell with Tyrone Gathers. And we finish up the night with Lene Gray and the Lene Gray Show. So we have a terrific lineup. You need to tune in, especially tomorrow, but every day. Just check us out. Matter of fact, like us. Like us on Facebook, like us on YouTube or Twitter or Twitch, so that whenever we go live, you'll get notified. So go to this page or where you're listening to it right now and like KUAW Radio, like the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, and you'll be in the know whenever we start doing something. You can also listen to us on the radio. Like I said, we're on KUAW is on audio only on the TuneIn app, on your smart speakers that you have at home, or if you just go to KUAW.org, you can listen to music and shows every day, 24/7. It's going on. It's going on right now. It'll be going on all the time. We've got some good music. For those of you that like old school, check out Scatter's Old School Jam. If you like the blues, we got on the weekend, we got Blues Time in the City with Rosine Bailey. You need to check that out. If you like gospel and inspirational things that are uplifting for you and stuff, be sure and check out the Jamal Bates Show. Jamal Bates is one of our new shows. He's bringing some good information. If you just want to hear some lively talk and things about what's happening, check out Cheryl Underwood. Cheryl Underwood Radio. Her show is on here every day, Monday through Friday from 12 to 2 o'clock. So be sure and check out Cheryl Underwood, Warren Ballantyne, Jamal Banks, Rosine Bailey with Blues Time in the City, Truth Be Told with T Baby, Source of the Inkwell with Tyrone Gathers, the Lene Gray Show, Street Therapy with Chris. These are a lot of shows that you can check out that are going on all the time at KUAW. So be sure and enjoy us and let us know what you think about the show. Let us know if you like it. Let us know if we're making a difference. If it's something that you say, hey, I don't get to hear this anywhere else. You know, I don't hear people talking about these subjects. Or if it's something that you'd want to hear or you think we ought to start doing, be sure to tell us about it. That's about all I've got for the BFTAA and more show this evening. I'm glad that you were able to get in here. And as I say, the weather's bad out. It was snowing when I came back. I was just driving down 435. The highway wasn't real bad as long as you keep your speed right. There's one or two lanes that were pretty clear. So, you know, I could get by. I saw a couple of accidents or slide offs and stuff, but basically traffic was moving real good. So hopefully it stays that way. I mean, rush hour is going on now, so we don't know. People can sometimes get a little more carried away. But be careful out there. It's cold. This cold snap is covering a large part of the country right now. If you're in Texas, where there's a lot of power out, we're going to be praying for you. We'll pray that it doesn't stay cold, that you're able to get through this, they get your lights back on as soon as possible. Yes, we believe in prayer here and that we can make a difference. Praying does help. So we want to make sure that we put in prayer for all of those that are going through these storms, going through the coldness. There's a lot of storms in life that we all go through. And that if you pray about it, then and get to work, God can do something about it. That's right. That's right. So remember, you know, prayer does change things. There's some ups and downs in life. We all go through them, but we can make it through. You know, you got it in you to be a winner. So tune in next week right here at KUAW Radio. That's right. On Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch. We're on every Monday at 5 o'clock right here. And we'll be glad to have you join us. We're glad that you're here. Let us know what you think about the show. Let us know what you think about KUAW Radio. We want to hear from you. You're our audience. You're the ones that we're doing this for. We love you, and we hope to hear from you. Have a good evening. Stay tuned for more broadcasting from KUAW Radio. All right, you're listening to KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. We don't only bring you videos on Facebook and YouTube, but listen to our audio